All right. Beginning of round 7. Where I'm fighting a battle in real life against my dog licking my elbow. Yeah, you. All right. So, the Mythos phase. We'll add 1. Now, that has a threshold of 7, so we're pretty good. There are cards in here, though, that will add threat to it, doom tokens to it, so. And now, speaking of that, I'm probably going to draw one right now because I've cursed. Nope, I'm going to have another swarm of rats.
And Wendy's going to have Ancient Evils.
Oh, Jesus.
Omen. And Revelation, place 1 doom on the current agenda.
Bingo!
This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. So, luckily it's not making it advance, but you did jinx us.
I did. It's on me. Alright, so in my phase, I'm going to spend my first 2 actions trying to kill the rats. I'll activate the knife, so again I'm at 5. Son of a bitch. Automatic failure. That is really unfortunate. But I have another action. I have a last action. I was hoping to use that action to try to clear out the last token we'd need, so maybe Wendy wouldn't have to come up here into the attic. Or down into the cellar, rather. Alright, so it's +2. So I'll kill the rats. Unfortunately, that is also my turn.
Alright, so...
Oh, but I do need to make that willpower 3.
Oh, for your Frozen in Fear?
So I am at 3. Automatic failure.
You are just a scaredy cat.
I am.
Alright, the little girl's gonna come help you. So, for my first action, Wendy will move to the cellar, and she takes a damage, right?
Yes. Because this is also part slapstick comedy, and we keep falling down the stairs.
Then we'll draw a card for my second action. And for my third action, I will investigate the cellar. So, again, she starts at a 3 intellect. And I'm going to commit... Yeah, because we have a shroud of 4. Oh, I really wish I had that flashlight now.
Shroud's 4 up here?
Yeah.
I can discard my medical text to give you... Nope. I can discard my magnifying glass to give you +1.
Okay. So that will put me at 4.
Shoot.
And then...
Oh, but I got an automatic failure, so I would have just wasted the card.
I will commit the sneak attack card, which will give me 1 additional. So I'm at 5. So as long as I can draw well.
And you have 2 shots, potentially.
Right. Oh, well, I got the automatic failure.
There's only 1 of those in that bag.
The skull. There are no ghouls here, so it's nothing. So I will take... one of those. We now have 6.
You have to discard a card, though.
Oh, yes. I do have to discard a card. And I will discard that card. So we now have enough.
And was that your third action?
That was my third action.
Okay. We have to get back to the hallway.
Oh, yes.
So, no enemies. We'll gain a resource and a card. Just so you guys know... Last night when we played this, we did not have this surplus of resources. We were fighting. We had many more enemies pop up than we've had here.
I also had a ton of assets, and I have like none.
Yeah,
this game.
It was a very different game we played last night. which I think says something about the game. I think you're going to have a lot of variety, even playing the same scenario with the same characters, and you don't have to. There's actually enough cards in here, variety of cards, that you can do 5 different characters. You can't do them all at once. There's only enough cards to do 2 at a time in a starter set, but there are 5 potential characters you can make. All right, so we gained our resource and drew our card.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go right on to the next turn. We'll do turns 7 and 8 here. So, token number 5 on the agenda. Oh, this is good. No, this is actually good. If we got this last turn, we'd have been a little screwed. We got Obscuring Fog. Attached to your location. Limit 1 per location. Attached location gets +2 Shroud. After attached location is successfully investigated, discard Obscuring Fog. Well, now it can go screw itself, because we're leaving.
Right.
So I have to spend 2... Oh, no, you have to draw a card.
Ancient Evils. Place 1 Doom on the...
Oh.
That's not
Holy
good.
crap. No, that's pretty bad. We lost 2 turns because of you.
I blame the last one on you.
So, in the investigator phase, I'm going to spend 2 actions to move back to the hallway. And... I'm going to spend 2 resources to put First Aid into play. First Aid comes with 3 uses on it, and I can spend an action and a supply to heal 1 damage or horror from an investigator at our location.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Alright, so Wendy will spend 1 action moving to the hallway. And now that we're... Well, I can just do the rest of my turn, then we can do the...
Yeah.
Okay. So she's going to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Oh.
Shoot. She got a weakness.
Abandoned and Alone. This is not cool. All right. So Abandoned and Alone. Revelation is take 2 direct horror and remove all cards in your discard pile from the game. So take 2 direct horror, all of my cards, and I have, this is most of my deck. So
And the weakness goes on top of it to make a new. So if she has to reshuffle that deck again.
Yep. So that was very uncool. So, anyways.
So now we're going to spend our 6 clue tokens to advance the ACK deck. So, using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. The barrier blocking the passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. So the parlor gets 0 clue tokens. It has an action resign ability. This is too much for me. You run out the door, fleeing in panic. I still don't really know what that's for. And while Lita Chantler is not controlled by a player, she gains action, parlay, test intellect 4. If you succeed, take control of Lita Chantler. Put the set aside Lita Chantler play into play in the parlor. And put the set aside Ghoul Priest into the hallway. And that is Act 2. Starting Act 3. A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eyes. "What have you done to my barrier?" she screams, furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and a deer skull mask tears through the wall, advancing towards you. Objective: if the Ghoul Priest is defeated, advance. So all we have to do is defeat the Ghoul Priest to move on. Now I think, because he showed up there, if it spawns in a ready state at the same location as an investigator, it engages. So I'm going to have it engage with me, because I can make that decision as the lead investigator, and it doesn't have anything. Oh, it says highest fight, so even it would have come after me anyway, because it's looking for to eliminate the biggest threat apparently. So that was the end of our investigator phase. Now we have an enemy phase. We actually have an enemy phase. Enemies with the hunter keyword move towards the nearest investigator, and each enemy attacks if able.
And
so
he does have the hunter keyword as well.
Yeah, the hunter keyword means he'll follow us. So if I disengaged with him and moved into the parlor or something, he'd follow me into the parlor. What's important right now are these symbols towards the middle of his sheet. It has the 2 hearts and the 2 brains. That means he does 2 damage and 2 horror to me. So I really need him dead next turn.
Or you're going to go insane.
Or I'm going to go insane. So that's the end of the enemy phase. So in our phase, we'll gain a resource and a card. Ooh, and I got a machete. And that's what we're going to call it for rounds. This was round 8. And we'll be back in the next episode with a very interesting